Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2022 video for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, but I'll also provide you with the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. Also, if you have not done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and get started here. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close last few weeks or month. Column number 2 is going to be a general look at June. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's see what we have for summary card for what's wrapping up and coming to a close. The first card that we have is magnetism. I love the card magnetism. I am big into manifesting, so I love to see this type of thing because attracting what you want to yourself. But this is saying the last few weeks or month you really had the ability to do that, which is great to see. That could also come in the form of prayer, manifesting, that magnetism, all in a kind of similar grouping there. But let's see what messages we have coming through here, Gemini. The first card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's a card of fresh hope, taking chances, going on a new path, new adventure. So I do see that there was some sort of new beginning for you recently, Gemini. And with this new beginning and the magnetism card, likely this is something that you had been hoping for. Again, something that you're working towards and working to attracting towards yourself. The next card that we have is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a card of bullies, theft, violence, abusive relationships. So some sort of toxic, not very healthy relationship for you. We're going to see what card comes out as clarifying here, but I feel like there was an ending to this not very good relationship, and it could have been a love interest, it could have been a family member, a friend, but it feels like this chapter had closed, and it may or may not be related to that new beginning, but of course we'll clarify that card and see what we get. Then at the bottom here we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. There is like a sense of freedom associated with this Fool card. Like you've been set free. And it could be coming off this relationship too. Maybe it's this new beginning that you're feeling free, or the ending of this relationship. But freedom is the word that sticks out with that Knight of Wands, which I love to see that. Let's clarify this column though and see what messages we have coming through here. The first card that we have is the King of Cups at the top there. King of Cups is a very supportive, tolerant, empathetic person. This person is coming through as you, Gemini. And it's kind of an interesting message, but I'm going to give it to you how I'm hearing it. I do feel like some of you had to do some healing to get to the point of this new beginning with the Fool. Also, this is a reminder to stay persistent, stay tolerant as you work through this new beginning. Things may not be super black and white or super clear, but kind of just roll with the punches of this new beginning. The next card that we have is the Fool card. So that back-to-back card, those of you who watched my readings before, you know I love when this happens, where we have similar cards in similar rows. Again, this is ending because we have a new beginning here, which is just confirming that some sort of bad relationship has ended for you. So love to see that when we close that door that enables us to open that new door. Then at the bottom here we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is a card of expansion, travel, commerce. So in this new beginning, I do think there could be more money coming in for you, Gemini. I know we had a lot of money readings in the last reading I did for you. This could open you up to travel though. This could be like financial freedom or the ability to travel. But expansion and freedom go really, really well together. You have this new ability to be free and expand in any space that you want, Gemini. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just a general look at what's happening for June. I know that's Gemini season, so super, super exciting there. We have the card productivity. Productivity is always a wonderful thing to see. Sometimes we see these ready but waiting cards or slower moving. In this case, I would say that there's going to be a very productive month for you, Gemini. So excited to see that productivity card. It means you get to get stuff done, which we love. Let's see what messages we have. The first card that we have coming through is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of having to make a choice. Oftentimes when we have a 2 card, it's like deciding between 2 things. So for some of you, there could be a decision coming this month. This is also a travel card. We had travel come up a little bit earlier too. So very well could be some travel. But I would think, Gemini, that there is going to be a decision for you going into June. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship, circle of support. You see these 3 people on this card are friends. Conveniently, they're even standing in a circle, indicating that circle of support. But this is also a card of celebration. Celebration seems to be the key word that's sticking out here, Gemini. So I do think you'll be having some celebrations this month. We'll, of course, clarify and see what other messages come through there. Then at the bottom, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very traditional card, conventional. It's a card of expectations, a card of conformity. The message I'm getting here is that you are going to be exceeding somebody's expectations. This is probably pertaining to work, but it may not be. But it's like, I feel like you are going to be more productive than what was expected of you. You're going to go above and beyond of what somebody was expected. But it's in a very positive manner. The other message that's coming through with the Hierophant is make sure that you have a good schedule that you're sticking to. Like you wake up at 6 and you go to bed at 10. From 5 to 7, you're going to the gym. Look for some of that kind of rigor. I think it would be benefiting you. For whatever reason, schedule is coming through with the Hierophant there. But let's clarify and see what messages we have. Worth calling out, just looking at those 3 clarifying cards that I just flipped, they are all swords. Swords are air energy, and it's very intellectual. But let's go ahead and read through these and see what we've got going on. The first card we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very free-spirited and very creative. With the Knight of Swords, it also is like fast paced. So you do have this freedom, you do have this creativity, but if you look at this card, this horse and rider are moving very, very quickly. So this travel plan could be short notice that you're traveling on, or with that Two of Swords, that choice could come very, very quickly. I feel like this is more the information coming into you, Gemini, and then the decision that follows with that Two of Wands. It makes sense with productivity though too. Again, that's kind of the opposite of the stagnant card, and we see things waiting or stopped. Oftentimes we get the Knight of Swords to indicate that movement. So lots and lots moving, it seems to be, for you going into June. The next card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is another card indicating a decision. We were talking about how we have 2 of one thing on the card. So the Two of Swords definitely solidifying, so between the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, that there will be a decision that needs to be made this month for you, Gemini. Whatever you decide, though, is going to be really great for you. It'll be like celebration worthy. Again, not sure exactly what this thing is that you're deciding on, but you will be celebrating your decision. So I do think it will be beneficial for you through many different channels. Also, I'm getting the message that if you need to sit down with somebody and say, here are the pros and the cons and get their thoughts, you do have a good circle of support to talk you through kind of weighing out this decision. Make sure that you're sharing with them whatever this new information is that came in with the Knight of Swords as well. Then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of bullies, theft, violence, abusive. That's again that Five of Swords that we talked about, which is a not very good relationship. Again, we seem to be closing the door on that relationship and starting something new. But what I'm getting with the Hierophant, we were talking about you'll be exceeding somebody else's expectations. This is flat out saying you just deserve better than whoever this person was or whatever this relationship was. But the other part I was saying with the Hierophant that you need schedule, Gemini, this person seems to like have put you into a funk or broke this wonderful habit or this wonderful schedule that you had. So make sure you get back to yourself and get back to that really healthy place where you're fitting everything that you want to do into a day, because I think this relationship or this individual could have definitely hindered that. Now taking a look at our next column, which is money. Anything to do with money, think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments that you have. The first card that we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. Again, I do see that there will be some celebration coming in for you for June. I do think that this decision we were talking about is likely career related. I believe I said that in the last column as well. But do expect some money or career celebration on the June front for you. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of withdrawing, retreating, and moving on. It's really an interesting cup. If you look at the Eight of Cups here, these cups are stacked so nicely, but yet this person is still walking away and moving forward onto something else. So with that being said, Gemini, I do think that some of you will be taking on a new job, taking on a new role, taking on a new career, even moving your investments. And it's not saying that what you have is bad right now, but it's you're moving on to something better. It even could be a project if you're not planning on switching jobs, career. You could be leaving project A and moving to project B. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. So this is again just your urge and your desire, Gemini, to do well, to be successful at work, to have this abundance of money. I would say that things are looking really good for you. Again, you're leaving something that's good for something even better, and then we have a celebration card here as well. But let's clarify and see what other messages we have here. The first clarifying card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Really good money spread, especially with these clarifying cards now. But the Knight of Pentacles, this is a card of being reliable, being patient, and being hardworking. And I love to see this because this is saying you're patient, you're hardworking, you're reliable, and you're going to be rewarded for it. Again, that Four of Wands being celebration. That message is going to be echoed a little bit later too with this other remaining few cards, but this is a good sign. This is validating what you were just asking with the Four of Pentacles. Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right career? Am I making the right amount of money? Am I doing the right thing long term? This is saying yes, the hard work that you're putting in is going to be rewarded and you're on the right path. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is another celebratory card. It's a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So definitely I see that there will be some celebrations for you. You could be receiving an award this month or some sort of formal recognition, Gemini. But this moving on very well could be, like I said, a promotion or a new job offer or a step forward in your career because you're being rewarded. You're being recognized for the hard work that you're doing, and you're very, very successful at the things that you're doing. Last but not least, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a great card in our work money column. The Eight of Pentacles is really mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It's that work smarter, not harder energy. It's also like you have worked hard for this and now you're going to reap the benefits. So I love to see this. Not a lot of people can say they are enjoying their employment. If you're not really feeling that enjoyment, I do think this shift will come, especially through the success and recognition that you're receiving. But you can ask for a better confirmation card on top of the Four of Pentacles, which is again was your desire or your wonder to know if you were doing correctly. And the Eight of Pentacles is saying, yeah, your hard work is paying off, Gemini. So really, really great looking there. Now the next column we're going to talk about love. So think family, friends, relationships, children, anything that you associate with love. Kicking off here at the top, we have the Lovers card. Really, quite truly, there's not a better love card in the deck other than the Lovers card. So love to see this here. This is a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. This could also indicate a decision in the relationship. Again, we have two things here that we could be deciding between. But if you're in a relationship, this is a really, really great indicator of the depth of the love. That's that unconditional love, that true love. If you're hoping to enter into a relationship as well, the Lover's card is a great indicator there. The next card that we have is the Chariot card. Somebody once described this to me as the Vroom Vroom card, which means things are moving. This is action, this is change, this is being on a journey. So again, if you're single and wanting to enter into a relationship, this is a great card. Or if you're in a relationship, this is moving forward, happy, healthy, building together. Building a really wonderful, successful, happy, healthy future together. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it is a card of newness. With the Ace of Pentacles, typically this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. When I see it in the love column, this means that there is money around you, Gemini. And what I mean by that is like this could be your partner getting a new job or raise. This could be a family member that's getting a significant amount more money. Also, when I see this is sometimes too going from like one income to two incomes, meaning that perhaps you'll be moving in with each other as well. Let's clarify this column though and see what other messages we have here. The first card we have is the Magician. The Magician is a very focused, creative energy. It's all about turning your visions into reality. With the Magician, you can have whatever you want. There's a cup, there's a pentacle, there's a sword, there's a wand. This is saying that whatever you want as it relates to love, Gemini, you can have. If you want this beautiful, perfect relationship, you can have it. If you're single and want to be with somebody, that is in the cards for you. So all of your wishes coming true there as it relates to love. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always beneficial for you, Gemini. The Justice card is really cause and effect, win-win. Again, this is like you've worked hard for this relationship and this relationship is healthy because of it. You two together have worked to build this relationship and now you're moving forward in this Chariot way. Very much so beneficial to you. And it's, again, that kind of validation of how hard you've worked and now you're reaping the benefits. It could also be that you had a bad relationship before and you've worked very hard to heal yourself and get yourself to the place where you want to be in a relationship again. And that will open that door for you to be in a relationship. The next card that we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of having to weigh your options and make a decision. Again, this could be deciding to move in together, or your partner or loved one could be coming to you for advice on this decision about this new job. So just be aware that family, friend, loved one could need some advice or some support from you going into this month as well. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Renewal, Love, Renewal. We always want our hopes, energies, spirits to be renewed. So June should be a really strong month of renewal for you, Gemini. Let's see what messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Star card. The Star card also quite literally means renewal. So you have two back-to-back renewal cards here, which is wonderful. This is hope, it's inner clarity. Again, it's that renewal of your energies, your spirit, your happiness. So back-to-back renewal. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. It's material abundance, it's good health. This is another card similar to the Magician saying whatever you want, you can have, which is really, really wonderful energy to have there, Gemini. Then at the bottom here we have the Seven of Swords. This is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. But if you look at this card, it's also this person is like picking up their stuff and moving on. And this is you moving into this stage of renewal, into this place where you know you can have whatever you want and you're obtaining the things that you want. The first clarifying card we have, Gemini, is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about going through a necessary transition. So all of these things that have happened to this point have had to happen, but it's like you're through those now and you're to the point where your energy is starting to rebuild and be renewed, which is really great to see. You've almost completed that transition, if that makes sense. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card oftentimes of feeling unfulfilled, but again, we're on the other side of this now. You're now where you're this fourth cup where you can start to receive the gifts and receive the things that you want because you've gone through this transition and now we're in this renewal period. And then last but not least, we have the Four of Pentacles again. We had the Four of Pentacles earlier. That's again that desire for long-term security. And we get it. That's why you're moving forward. That's why we're releasing these things. That's why we're renewing. So confirm that long-term desire, Gemini. Now at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Seven of Spades. This is number 25 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 10 of Spades. This is number 30 card. That's going to be no. And for question number 3, Gemini, we have the King of Clubs. This is going to be a yes, card number 50 there. So no, no, yes, Gemini. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. Your crystal this month is Emerald, which is good for harmony, beauty. It opens yourself up. It revitalizes, gives you a sense of togetherness. Keep this in your pocket, put it on your nightstand, leave it on your desk at work to support you. And last but not least, we're going to do a healing note. Your healing note says, today I'm going to let my burdens go. I'm going to face this day and have faith that everything will get better. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, when you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. If you feel inclined, I'd include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you again, Gemini, and have a wonderful June.